In this short film, you're going to see some excellent practice for coach induction. Two school sport partnerships in Cambridge offer a really thorough and developmental induction. And here is Claire McDonnell, a PDM, to explain their approach.
From early on, when getting involved in this school sports coaching programme, we realised that we had common coaching needs across both SSPs, and we decided that it would be wise to join up and to pool our resources and funding. Initially we decided to appoint a coach manager across both SSPs who would help with the recruitment and the induction of the coaches. We also thought it was really important to involve all of the schools in the induction process, so we shared the guidance and the resource pack that we put together with each of the schools and encouraged them to adopt this when inducting our coaches into their schools, and also when they're inducting other coaches from outside of the partnership into schools. We felt that this was really important to ensure a consistent approach across the partnership and also across both partnerships and the district, so that there was clear roles and responsibilities for all of the coaches and for the schools.
Here's Alison Cope, the other PDM, explaining the need for induction.
Coaches normally work in a club environment. There's enormous support from home. Parents bring their children there, there's enthusiastic children, and it's usually a very positive experience for all concerned. But as we bring them into the school setting, they face many new challenges, and we have to prepare them for those challenges that they're going to face. The first challenge is that the reasons that children are at after-school hours clubs varies considerably. We have very enthusiastic children who want to be there because they've learnt new skills in their curriculum time and they want to put them into further practice. We have children also who want to try new sports and they're interested in that opportunity. But we also have children who are in that out-of-school hours club because they're waiting for parents to pick them up. So the range of enthusiasm, the attitudes and the behaviour that the coach can face are quite different from their usual circumstances.
This head teacher also emphasises the need for induction.
I think we know that the coaches who come here are inducted well is because the preparation before is done, and we're confident of that. I think that they're clear about the expectations of the school, but also the partnership, what the outcomes are in terms of the quality.
And what do the coaches think?
I think the support we get as a coach is really good. I think sometimes you can feel alone, if you haven't got any support with you. Whereas now I know I can go to the coach manager and I can say, right, I'm struggling with this. How can you help me out? Or is there a resource I can use, or is there a course I can go on?
I think this is the best support what I can get at the moment, which I really enjoy to work with, because they provide me a really good working environment.
So, what about the induction interview? Here's Christine Sprowell, the coach manager, explaining what they do in Cambridge. The full induction is shown as a separate film on YouTube.
The aim of the induction is to give the coach a good awareness of the school sport coaching programme and where they fit in within the school sport partnership aims and objectives. We take the coach through our induction, so they have an awareness of where they're going to be working for their first term, who they need to meet within the schools, and how they're going to set their work programme for the term. We give the coaches an understanding of what we expect from them, what we expect from the schools, and we give them a good understanding of where they're going to get support, both in the first term and for the future. Once we've done that, we then take the coaches through a training needs analysis.
An essential part of the induction is the training needs analysis, and there's supporting material in the coach manager manual and the coach's portfolio if you'd like to look at it.
So we take the coaches through the training needs analysis to help them identify their aspirations, their long-term goals and their short-term goals. And this will involve working with the coaches to identify where their strengths are and where their areas are for development, and signposting them to opportunities which will help them develop, whether that's within their own sport to further their qualifications through their own national governing body, or to develop horizontally to expand their knowledge in other sports that will then help them have a more holistic approach to their own development. So some of the coaches might want to take level 1 qualifications in a further sport, or do additional CPD around education or around developing links into other areas. So as part of the support for the coaches, my role as coach manager is I go out and meet with the coaches on a termly basis, and that meeting will involve me actually going to observe one of their coaching sessions. And during that time I'll observe their sort of how to coach skills, how they organise the group, their communication, their knowledge of the sport and how they progress activities, and generally how they support and motivate the pupils. Following that session observation, I'll then sit down with the coach and we'll do a review of the session, and that's very much coach-led, and then we'll sort of discuss where they feel they may have changed any activities, where they feel the activities went well, and then I'll provide some of my own feedback to really have sort of discussion around the session. And I think a lot of the coaches really benefit from that because they don't always spend time themselves reflecting on their delivery. So it's a good time to step back and actually discuss what they did, and hopefully that is again a form of sort of continuous professional development for them. So this will happen when they first initially start as a quality assurance really for the partnership, and then it will continue. So I usually go out, meet with the coaches once a term, and then we have observation and feedback, and we try and encourage the coaches to work together and maybe do some co-delivery and sort of peer observation and feedback as well.
Alison Cope and Bex talk here about some of the specific help available once the training needs analysis is complete.
Part of the induction programme that we offer them is a course looking at, or a workshop looking at, challenging children's behaviour, being able to actually look at the children, speak to the children about their behaviour and feeling confident to do that, but also to actually deal with children's challenging behaviour and to develop strategies to counteract what's going on. We found that this skill set in particular has really improved the coach's confidence in being in that school environment and meeting the needs of the varied number of children they have.
My work with young disabled children within the partnership was helped out by, I went on a multi-skills inclusion course. I had a little bit of experience beforehand where I was working for Cambridgeshire FA, running a football club there which was with their special children, children with disabilities. Again, I was also signposted to courses that I might want to go on to help me out to work with specific types of children.
Coach induction is a vital part of coach development. We hope this film has given you some good ideas, and don't forget to look at the full induction interview on YouTube. To finish, here is Claire summarising the Cambridge approach.
We feel that working together, the three of us, two PDMs and a coach manager, has been really beneficial in enabling us to share the workload, with Christine in her role as coach manager doing the general induction with the coaches around screening of the coaches, outlining the roles and responsibilities, going through a training needs analysis with them. We've also gone through with the coaches their work programme and the nitty-gritty of how things work in our specific SSP.